And you're listening to Communities Live on Sheffield Live Radio 93.2 FM with me, Susie Casson and T-Boy, and we're joined in the studio by Stan Skinney from the UnShut Performance Festival, as well as many other things.
Hello.
Welcome, Stan. Hello. So, first of all, please, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
About me? Right, well, I'm a poet, comedian, event organiser, writer, all-round bad egg, mainly, but I do whatever I can. Where there's a stage, I'll probably fill it in any sort of capacity.
Yeah, great. So you're involved with the UnShut Performance Festival. Can you tell us what that is?
Yes, the UnShut Festival is a brand new festival in Sheffield. It's 3 days of performances. The idea is that it's set up for people and artists that wouldn't find a place in traditional theatres, whether that's because they're new and up and coming performers or whether their work is a bit more risque, and it's going to be a fantastic 3 days of performance art, dance, comedy, spoken word shows. They are hour-long shows that are running every hour. So on Saturday we have 2 shows an hour at Dina venue using the whole building. So it's certainly something that's unique to Sheffield that I don't think it's seen before, where we've got a festival that has such diversity and there's such a range of different things that a person can go in on Saturday and see possibly up to 8 shows on one day. And I think that's quite a brilliant opportunity for anyone that's interested in seeing unusual things and seeing who enjoys live performance.
Fantastic. So if you're in town, you can just pop in and see what's happening.
That's right, yeah. You can check the website, on the website www.unshutfestival.com for the full lineup. So it starts on Thursday night, and then we have shows on from Friday from about 5 o'clock, and then Saturday it starts from 12. There's also workshops as well, so if you're an artist and you want to sort of work on your craft, as it were, there is workshops, and there are also producers gatherings and meetings to meet other performers and other people in the industry, to just build that community of artists in Sheffield and try and hopefully have some.
Are you a keen Sheffield Live listener?
Sorry about that. Yes.
That's all right. No worries.
Yeah, great. So how did the idea for the festival originate?
So one of the head organiser, Charlotte Blackburn, who has experience of running some festivals. She does Northern Art for the last couple of years, and for this wanted to have a sort of bigger event, and she came to me, and we got a team together of 2 others. So there's me, Jess Gibson and Valentina, and we've worked fairly tirelessly over the last couple of months to put this festival on, and it's it was just a case of that Charlotte as an artist, and she found it a little bit sort of, and as I do well, sometimes it's a bit frustrating if you're a new artist and to get into a position where you can showcase your work to people, to an audience. Often we find that the doors are shut, and so that's where the clue's in the title a little bit. So that's why it's called that. And
fantastic. So it's this weekend at Dina.
Yes.
It's an amazing venue. Can you tell us a bit about Dina?
Dina, yeah, it's an extraordinary venue. We're lucky that we have places like that, really, for sort of alternative style events, a real range of events. It's a space centred on bringing communities together. And that's not often the case with a lot of pubs. I think that pubs and clubs and things, they're often geared towards just sort of getting people to buy booze, and this is not the sort of the idea behind Dina. I think, it's just about having art in the city and giving a place and a platform to exist. And I think it's essentially with the Arts Council cuts and many sort of places sort of closing, it's just essential for art to thrive and to sort of happen in the city. And art at the end of the day is something that brings great joy to people. I often think, well, people go, oh, well, why do we need art for? Why, when we need hospitals? But art is what gives us a sort of meaning to life a little bit. It's, people watch television, or they watch, live music, or they go and see a portrait gallery, or it gives some sense of purpose to life, and it might seem small, but it just seems that's just an essential to enjoy life, that we have art and we have places that you can go and witness live art. So yeah.
Fantastic. So there's lots coming up. Can you give us a quick taster of some of the things?
Yeah, I mean, there's some brilliant shows on. So from sort of the comedy side of things, so on Saturday it's comedy upstairs, and we've got some wonderful shows. We've got Sam Gore is doing show. He has a huge sort of Twitter following for his ICU shows. We've got local comedians, Scott Liversidge doing his new show. We've got political comedian Chris Coleman doing his show, Chris Coltrane, sorry. We've got dance, British Intervention coming. We've got a Belgian dance company coming over all the way from Belgium. And we've got live theatre. We've got the comedy that passes the Bessemer test, which should be very, very interesting. I'm also doing my show, why not pitch my own, which is my WrestleMania poetry and wrestling show. And it's just real. Check out the website, and you'll be. It's an endless supply of riches, really, to go and enjoy.
Yeah, brilliant. There's so many creative people, aren't there, both locally and from elsewhere. Why do you think Sheffield is such a great place for creative people?
Well, I think great art is often born out of when it's necessary, when it's sort of when it's put upon people. So, I mean, during the 80s, or let's say this, the sort of Spanish Civil War, say, for example, when people are in crisis, that's when art burgeons. That's when it sort of thrives, because it's sort of it's needed then, and people sort of resort to you have to use your imagination to escape. To escape sort of terrible things. And so often with Sheffield, because it often does get ignored, and it does get sort of, we are suffering from the sort of cuts in this city. Libraries are closing down, theatres have had to close down, and so what happens then is that people in this city, they sort of bound together and they go, well, we'll just make it happen. We'll make it happen anyway, regardless. And it's a great testament to the city. That's what it's what's at the root of it. We'll always get through. We'll always manage, because we're people that just make things happen.
Yeah, and you've sort of got this grassroots movement then burgeoning up, isn't it? And things are closing at the top, hopefully. So I was going to ask you, Stan, what do you find most challenging about being Stan Skinny?
Right now it's my wet trousers because of the cycle journey over. What do I find challenging? I don't know about challenging. I mean, it's. I used to put events on and just try and make things happen, and often it feels like I'm banging my head against a brick wall, and it feels like it's a sort of solo effort. But I think that's fine. I don't mind. It's not really a challenge. Yeah.
And
small doorways, mainly, because I'm quite tall. They're a challenge.
And I think you're involved with the Garden's Rest, which has just become a community-owned pub.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any plans for that?
Big plans for that. So I'm the sort of community engagement officer is the official title, and I've got some big plans to sort of music events and sort of trialling out sort of cinema events at the pub and doing pub sports. I wanted to bring back a sense of play in pubs. Often I think pubs exploit people's misery by passing off alcohol as a solution to people's problems, which is all good and well and good, but there's also a sense that a pub should also have a responsibility for the people that come there, that it's a sort of social and community centre, and that's what the garden is a little bit about. It's about sort of being a helpful community space for people to meet other people and enjoy it. So pub sports, I think, is one way I'm doing that. So Sabutio is going to be making a resurgence, I believe. That's my first hopeful plan, and then looking at pub crawls for the under 30s and like real ale trails for them, and we've got a festival lined up for September, so I can come on and speak more about that.
Wow, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lovely building as well. The
Oh,
garden.
lovely!
Great,
It's a great quirky pub. The garden itself is it's award winning, and it is just I don't know. There's many spaces to go at a sort of early evening in the summertime. It is so wonderful to look over the river when the sun's shining and be surrounded by quirky artifacts and sculptures. And it's a very art-based pub. So we've got exhibitions on every month of local artists exhibiting their work. So that's something else to come and check out.
Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. So the UnShut Performance Festival is this weekend at Dina. How can people find out more?
Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can find out more on the UnShut website, so www.unshutfestival.com. There's also the Twitter, which is at UnShut Festival, and there's also the Facebook sort of stuff. You could go onto the Dina website as well, the Dina Facebook, or you can follow me at Stan Skinny, or you can follow me home. It's up to you. You can